Moo and welcome to the Pinktron. I'm Craig Martin. I am joined by Steph Etienne. Steph, what are you drinking?
I'm having again a golden apple cider from Strongbow.
Nice. We also have this week John Keenan. John, what are you drinking?
I've got the post-ride smoothie shake with blueberries.
Okay. And back from retirement, Sean Fogenberg. Sean, what are you drinking?
Just a pamplemousse LaCroix.
Pamplemousse. Love the pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
My D&D character right there.
Grapefruit? Anyway.
Pump LaCroix.
Yeah, so and I am drinking a Crack Canoe Premium Light lager from Moosehead Breweries. As old as Canada. Anyway, uh so this week, Herd Winter Racing, Climbers Gambit. And I've got no greasy transition, so off we go. Steph and John, you guys both raced this, didn't you?
I
Yep.
did.
And was it as horrible as I expect?
Yeah. Although I love this route. I don't know. Snow's my happy place. So by the time I'm tired, I'm up in the snow, and then I'm like, well, it could be worse. I'm at least in some fake snow on a television screen. And yeah, I mean the big kids hit it hard. I don't know. I think we lost them what in the first 2 minutes, Steph? Like they were just sort
Yeah,
of
I think
gone.
we got gapped right when we entered the S's at that little riser out of downtown. We formed a little group with 4 or 5 people. Then you searched up the steep section of hilly reverse. Brian Much was with us, but then he got popped, and then the group where we're in, found a good tempo, a bit too much for me when we head into the rollers. I was popped there even before we had the actual Titans Grove KOM, and I rode mainly solo to the finish from there out.
Yeah, it got stretched. I think we were four people at the bottom of the KOM, and we just stretched and stretched and stretched. But somehow I was with somebody at the end, which I guess is surprising when you think of an hour-long race. Um, and then just got out sprinted, which is not terribly surprising, but a little disappointing after an hour and some minutes. But still a great race. I like that course a lot. I don't know why.
I like the
Probably
idea
something
of it. I just never like
wrong
it when
with
I
me.
do it.
Yeah, there's probably something terribly wrong with me, but maybe it's just nostalgia for the old Climbers Gambit series, which was sort of the
Yes,
series
yes.
of races I really got into.
I think we're gonna. I think we'll do that in some form in April. So
Oh, good.
yeah,
It's basically, yeah, it's a TT, but it's a short effort TT that you got to
yeah.
focus.
Okay. So that anything else about? Yeah. I guess. Sorry.
Lower
Anything
numbers,
else?
lower
Numbers are good.
numbers than weeks past, but that's not too
We had
surprising.
yeah, I think at the start it was like 47, I think 32 finished in race, 24 on Zwift Power, and Zwift Racing that hasn't, his latest update is still until level place 19, so can't see my results yet.
Mhm.
But yeah, I finished 25th out of 32, and 19th was a platinum. John finished 3 places above me. He's a gold, and I'm like just below silver. So probably somewhere around where I predicted to be.
Yeah. Fair enough. I guess I'd say it's probably not unexpected that numbers are lower on this route. So
Yeah, if you can
nobody
avoid
likes to
it.
climb,
Yeah, fair enough.
or not a long climb anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think there were that many Maybe there were one or two, but I don't think there were many bronze and copper people
No,
in this
yeah,
race.
it's
Yeah, that would be
not.
a long race.
Yeah, it's long. It's not a beginner friendly route. Um, yeah, no, I get it. Well, so I guess next we have herd beginner racing is the weekly, I guess benchmark of TikTok. So we've talked about this many times. Just stay in the draft and really, yeah, the climb out of the desert, the climb out of the tunnel, and then the like the wood bridge and the climb up the false flat, I guess, up towards the turnoff to Titans Grove. All of those are spots where you can get dropped, but you're not going to win the race. So, yeah, it's a stay in the group and sprint kind of race. Okay, so Stampede. We have still today and tomorrow of. Sorry, no, there's nothing tomorrow, is there? Um, but I think there's one today. Anyway, we're at the end of the handful of gravel uh, time trial, and then next month will be Tempest Fugit. So that should make all 3 month or all 3 races pretty equal in time. I think this one will be the shortest by a little bit. They're all similar distance and slightly different terrain, but they're all pretty close. So yeah, we'll see how the Stampede Challenge works. And I will probably do a few club only events in the month of February to do so that people can make up the first two. And that should work if my test worked is representative of how it's actually going to work. So, yep, that's what we're going to try. And so the Zwift beginner racing. This was we kind of did this cooperative with a couple other clubs. Then Zwift HQ kind of jumped in and was pushing it, was driving the bus a little bit. So Zwift HQ has dropped these Zwift beginner racing rides, and there were really only 2 clubs contributing to it for most of it, and that was Herd and the U.S. Military Esports Club. So anyway, we're going to run some events. We're going to run the events in the Herd Racing Club as far as these Zwift companion clubs. So that's if you're interested in a intro to racing kind of vibe, and no problem with people salting the pot and chatting up, then yeah, that we're gonna do those on Wednesday for now, and then we'll see whether we want to move the schedule around, which depends largely on people who are willing to lead the rides schedules. So anyway, that's what we're doing. First one is this coming Wednesday. What's that? The 5th, I think, something like that. And it will be at midnight UTC. And then the next week, the plan is 7 UTC. Talk that it might bump by an hour just for leader availability. So anyway, that's that. And that is the week in herd racing.
So, Craig, is that only going to be available via the clubs, or it'll be on the main calendar?
No, that will only be for now. It's only the club, I think.
Okay.
We can push Zwift to give us a public slot now and then, but I don't think we're going to get a weekly slot. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's that. Yeah, and good on Nate Tracta. He was the driving force for the herd contribution to this, and the one keeping it going now that Zwift has failed. So okay, moving on. The news. So, just kind of looking at Zwift Insider. Not a lot going on. There's a Zwift update released yesterday, I think. Yesterday or today. It wasn't on a Tuesday for once. Um, but yeah, I didn't see anything big in it other than yeah, so it is the personalized recommendations rollout. So this is the broader rollout of the beta of the personalized recommendations.
I'm actually seeing that. It looks like, is that the thing that's showing up as next up in companion app as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, and there was a bug that caused socks to be missing.
No.
I
How did people survive without
don't
this?
know, but they appear to have fixed it. Um, some more things in the new pairing screen. Um, anyway, I don't know. I'm still iffy on the pairing screen. I guess icons are now indicating how your devices are connected to Zwift, whether it's
Yeah, I saw that
yeah,
today. That's my for me, yeah, because I'm connecting via my phone, the companion app link, and it shows your phone symbol where that yeah, next to your thing.
yeah.
It's minimum, but yeah.
And there's a new pacer bot. Welcome to Sophia. So Sophia rides at zero point 0.8 watts per kilogram.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is
Roughly
that is that
36 watts.
No, so Sophia is so they're all 75 kilograms now, right?
okay? So 50 watts.
Should be 62, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's 63, it says on the article,
63?
but
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
But is that the new lowest? Because I
That's
think
the
Yeah,
or no 60,
yeah,
yeah. So 60
yeah.
watts. So yeah, that's the new lowest. So I mean, I'm okay with that. And I guess they're doing more different routes for Robo Pacers. So I haven't seen the new list of routes. So
Yeah, it's a bit
I was starting to
less.
get tired of a few of them. So
Yeah, a bit less the flatty ones. Uh, changing it up a bit, and of course, people complain about that, and they want
uh,
more in between bots. But
yeah, I think they're still spaced very closely, or they're spaced very closely now. I they're like I don't understand people wanting zero point 0.1
yeah,
watt per kilogram
yeah,
increments in
yeah, yeah.
space.
So some have like 0.44 watts per kilogram difference, and people want somewhere in between. So from the 1.1 to the 1.5, they want a 1.3
Yeah,
or
no,
or a
I
Just
2.0
1.1 and
or
get on the Zwift
2.4.
steel bike.
yeah, no, I anyway, I feel like people wanting that fine a gradient are they're not using the robo pacers the way I always felt the robo pacers should be used. And Sean, I think you had the same opinion as me on this.
I don't think I've ever ridden more than tempo with the pacer bots.
Yeah, so I have, but that was like back before the last big shakeup of pacer bots when they just had the four and they didn't surge up hills. Um, because Anquetil was always on something that went up the volcano. I can't even remember what route she was actually on. So yeah, if I wanted a good hard interval ride with that group, which is usually quite small, up the volcano was a good fun one.
But did you have to figure out how to time it so that you were hopping on right when the volcano started or
No, I just stay. I mean, so it was, you were much less close to the power that they're actually putting out by drafting them on the flat. So then you just have to bump it up you have to bump up for the flat, for the hill to keep up with them. So anyway, and that's where I don't like oh, well, we'll just increase the power by 20%, or 15% or whatever it is. It's quite a bit. When anytime you go uphill, I'm like, but why?
I mean, because it was really annoying when you were riding with a group and trying to keep an effort and everyone surges up the hill and the group is gone ahead of you and
Well, yeah, but the group was gone, but the pacer wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
just turns out that this is how people ride.
it turns out, and anyway, I whatever.
There's more pressure on your pedals. People push harder.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. Um, yeah, and I guess a couple more minor fixes, I guess, is a list on Zwift Insider and on the Zwift forums. Um, what do you guys think about the next up? The what to do next thing.
I've
That beta.
literally only seen it once now and I'm getting a good like it's telling me a 3 by 12 at a little under threshold is what I should be doing and that seems reasonable given what I've been doing recently. Uh,
Okay. So yeah, mine wants me to do 60-minute zone two. Yeah, I just took 2 days off. It seems odd.
Yeah, mine says 40 minutes zone two, and it thinks I haven't ridden in a week. So,
Yeah.
I, although I probably should do 40 minutes of zone two, but
Oh, probably. But yeah, I mean, 60 minutes of zone two is never a bad recommendation. But
yeah, yeah.
anyway, that's safe, I guess. Yeah,
it's
anyway.
doing the broken clock is right twice a day thing.
Well, they just keep recommending that. I mean, you're not going
Yeah.
to hurt anything. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, I guess to me, I don't love it. The biggest thing I don't love is that now the fitness trends is first in the companion app, and then next up is the second thing in the companion app, and then we get to Zwifting Now that used to be at the top. I like to use that to give ride-ons to everybody I follow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's I don't mind that being at the top.
And then challenges, which no
Then
one
challenges, which is a big like half the screen panel that is really just a slider and a logo. And then events, which I mean, yeah, the explore workouts and routes is not bad, but I barely ever use it. Events and Zwifting Now are really the two things I use. And I have to scroll a whole screen to get to events. I just want to be able to reorder them. That's it. I don't need to be able to delete them. it's fine if the fitness trends graph that I never use is there. It's fine that next up is there, even if I never use it. Just let me move them below the things I want to use.
I've never really looked at it. So I haven't ridden in a week, but I raced today and it's showing me this bar. Is it like a bar chart of the zones I rode in today?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's
Had like my
yeah,
warm up and
that's your power zones.
okay. I guess that could be useful if I was really using it for my only training, but I guess that's where I'd like to see it, be able to pull in things from Strava, right? My runs and whatnot, and show me what my power output really is for the week, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. It shows you your cumulative time. If you have Garmin, it shows you your time you spent, but I can't recall if it's can pick up your power data data as well.
Yeah. So it
Mm,
can pick up your power data from outside rides. So if you have a power meter and ride outside, it will pick up those rides, but it doesn't
okay.
do anything about running or rowing for you, John, or
Yeah.
anything else. Yeah.
Well, it's shown me an auto ride I did a couple of weeks ago, but it just shows my time, and I do have a power meter on my on my bike, so it doesn't
Weird.
show the.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I definitely found if I use the power meter, it shows it'll actually give me a reasonable stress score for that ride as opposed to um if I don't, I guess. Because sometimes I ride with a power meter and sometimes I don't, depending on what bike it is. So anyway, that's that. Did I miss anything in the what's new? A couple new
Not,
routes, nothing big.
yeah.
Okay. ZRL.
Well, yeah.
We had a climby TTT. Is anybody else doing? Sean, I know you're not. John, you're not doing ZRL. Steph, you're not.
Not this
Never mind.
time.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I've been doing ZRL in quite a while, quite some seasons.
Yeah.
What was the climb?
Uh,
Rule Mapu was a
Okay.
TTT.
yeah. So the backwards petty KOM
Yeah,
twice.
that one's tough. I
Yeah.
feel like we did that a couple years ago in ZRL as a TTT, and I remember it being a tough optimization problem
Yeah.
trying to
So
figure out how to.
we ended up dropping somebody towards the top of the first climb. I was back with them trying to leave a wheel, but then the team behind us was starting to get within 10 seconds. I'm like, if they pass me, I can't pass back. So I abandoned
Mm.
him and caught up to my team. And then, and it was good. I caught up to them basically right as I hit the top of the hill. So then had recovery down. And the team didn't actually pass us until almost the second climb. So it wasn't bad. We did pretty good, but yeah, we could have done better. We're in a pretty strong division though.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's a bunch of laps of cobbled climbs coming up. So
Oh,
luckily I'm
actually, it's
sandbagging in
not a
C, so we'll
TTT.
only do 3 laps. But A and
Is
B
it
are
a
doing
scratch
four
race or a
laps.
points race?
Points
Points
rate.
race.
Okay.
Yeah, points for every lap of Libby in 23rd.
Yeah, that'll be spicy. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Yep. So anyway, I think for so Eric did the preview. He did his bike tests for Libby in 23rd. but he did his tests at 6 watts per kilogram on Libby and 8 for 23rd.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have
That's
done
great.
Libby at 6.5 once, but that was a long time ago. That's not happening now. Um, so he basically found the SL8 and the DT Swiss 6.5 wheels were the fastest option
Shocking.
for
Shocking.
23rd. The Athos and the 4.5 were slightly faster on Libby at those
Huh.
powers. So I think it's the Athos and 4.5 for C's hard stop as long as it's upgraded. So anyway, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went with the Atos and the MV4 for HWR, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. That's a long
Yeah,
climb.
yeah, it was on Zwift bike. It was 12 seconds slower than the tarmac SL8, but I thought, well, my tarmac is fully upgraded, and I still need to is a chance to upgrade my Atos in the process. And yeah,
I think I've fallen into the curse of the upgrade is that I just ride the SL8 for everything now because if I ride the other things, they're actually usually slower.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I started doing a bunch of the climb portals, so I don't have to do much this weekend to get my Athos to level 5. I think I'm only 1,000 meters away. So I'll probably do that. Um, so yeah, I think I will have the option now. But yeah, if you don't
yeah,
have, even if your Athos is at level 3 and your SL8 is level 5, go is the SL8, even if it's level 4 and level 5. Which the that last upgrade means a lot.
Wait, I thought the last upgrade was like sweat drops or something.
No, that's only for entry level bikes.
Oh,
For the high level bikes, it's more weight savings or drive train. No, what is it? Weight or arrow weight, drive train arrow weight or something. I can't remember exactly what the order is.
mhm.
arrow weight, drivetrain, arrow weight.
Okay,
It's
so yeah, though that last weight upgrade. If you have the last weight upgrade on the SL8 and not the Athos, it's still going to climb better. Is the
yeah. I looked it up, and my level 3 Atos for the around my FTP was about, or it's a bit slightly below FTP was only 2 seconds faster than the fully upgraded SL8.
yeah.
Yay, I finished 3 places above my predicted place in HWR.
Excellent.
Wow,
Well done.
that's a lot.
And I beat a gold.
Nice.
And there were 3 coppers, so kudos to them.
That was a long bike ride for them.
That is a long bike ride. Okay, so that's that. So Sean, I know you did some of this. Steph, I know you at least looked at it. Um, ECRO is kicking off their 2026 preseason, so you don't actually have to sign up and pay money for the preseason. So, good chance to try it. But yeah, the we are 3 hours from the last time slot for the first race. So, yeah, sorry for being late and getting this out, but yeah, it looks interesting. I think I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, I will say that chasing yellow last year was a lot of fun. It is a lot more fun when you're fit than I mean, I I was flying at that point. That was I I think that the reason being that racing day after day is a lot more fun when you're in shape than when you're not.
Yes. Yes. So this one isn't a day. This one's only it's only a weekend stage
Yeah.
race. So, um, I guess I did one of those with the Tour de Spartacus there a few weeks ago, and I had a ball with that. That was really fun. And then yeah, so this one they're calling Chasing Ruse. I don't know if that's a very timely joke for Jay Vine, but yeah, that's what it
Jay
is.
Vine made out better than the Rue did.
He did, but how is that man that unlucky? Like, you can't blame his bike handling for getting hit by a kangaroo.
No, you can. And I will.
I'm not sure.
I don't think that it's true, but I will say that if he wasn't a Zwifter, he wouldn't have gotten hit by a kangaroo.
I know it's being said, but in this case, I'm like, that kangaroo came flying in there.
They could smell the computer stench on him.
You're right. This guy doesn't have enough fans.
Uh, anyway, poor guy. Yeah. So
No,
anyway, Chasing Bruce.
apparently it was finally now I was able to log in because or I was logged in. I tried to log in a couple of times with ECRO because it was malfunctioning a couple of months ago, but now apparently my
Well, I think
my Google account works.
no,
Apparently,
Steph. I think the website was shut down for their
yeah.
off season. I think they just brought it back up. So
Okay, that could be it.
so anyway,
Yeah. Basically, we mentioned it before. It was like Sean said, chasing before, and it basically uh, mimics a bit the a couple of big stage races and one day races in the world too, like chasing Bianchi, chasing D'Azur, which is Parini's, then the classics, chasing Pink, chasing Yellow, chasing Swiss, chasing Reds. Although that's not really mimicking the Vuelta because it's a bit shorter, and then the
yeah,
rainbows.
yeah, Chasing Rainbows, cool, and Chasing Lombardia. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Chasing Rainbows was the one that was like I was in shape to ride it, but I didn't want to ride for 3 hours or whatever it is, because that one is like they do a pretty good job of like it's not quite as they're not doing 250 Ks like the real one, but I think
No.
that was one of the long
Yeah.
long ride.
So I mean, from Zwift perspective, the stages for this weekend. So individual time trial on No Sleep Till Brooklyn, 31.9 kilometers, 252 meters elevation. Stage two, Yorkshire Double Loop, 29.6 kilometers, 546 meters elevation on Yorkshire.
That's the toughie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then stage three is triple loops, 40.9 kilometers, 562 meters elevation. So
I
that's a
think
lot.
the thing that I find most interesting about these uh, is that on Zwift, relative to the things that they are mimicking, uh, the races are a lot shorter, the road races, but the time trials actually tend to be quite a bit longer.
Yeah, yeah, interesting.
Like when we were doing Chasing Yellow, the time trials we were doing were longer than the like in kilometers, not just in time.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're flying through them a lot quicker too, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that maybe just because so real life they have to separate the riders by more because of drafting?
I
Maybe.
think it's a bit
Yeah.
of that. I think that it's like trying to find a route that makes sense to try and match to the like
Yeah.
challenge of it. But yeah, like I think that the point is that that the tours are missing out on some longer time trials.
Well, are they?
Yeah, no, I think that in a lot of cases, I mean, obviously Pogacar is just stronger than everybody
Yeah.
in general, but certain like give Remco a couple extra
Hmm.
minutes, you might make some Grand Tours more interesting.
Or make it a make it the what would it be like the 70.3 equivalent make it a what's that a 80 kilometer time trial.
Like, yeah, give him a over an hour, like hour and a half time trial.
Yeah, yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, you'd have huge time gaps.
You
I think
would,
that's the I would say they don't want to make everything else worth nothing is the
but at this point, they make everything else worth nothing because
it's the big
a
climbs.
couple two
Yeah,
two big climbs and you know who wins. And
yeah,
they just like they wait for those two big climbs to be on the last like a few days before the end of the race.
yeah. So if you did, and maybe 80 is a little over the top, but if you make it 60, you're gonna
45, 50.
yeah, you're gonna get some pretty big time gaps. Do that early, and then the climbers know what they're trying, how much they're trying to
Yep.
beat the time trialists by, and the time trialists know how close they're trying to stay.
Yep.
Yeah, can get some fun games that way. Yep, they won't do
No.
it.
Well, we'll see. I think they might get tired of Hog winning everything.
They might. They might. They don't seem to be yet. So anyway, good point. Uh, do we have anything else to talk about? I forget now.
Yeah, for if people want to do stage races in a couple of weeks, also I think I did my first Flamme Rouge Racing FRR, and I think the next one, the World Tour, is starting on February 14th, again a week.
Yeah.
And then in April, it's their version. April, May, it's their version of the uh, Giro d'Italia, their Grand Tour Tri Quattro or something like that. It's also like I think it's that that's also 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. So we will also have the Herd Omnium coming up. We are still debating between two weekends, either 21, 22 February or 14, 15 March. So,
Yay.
yeah, one of those two, but we definitely plan to do it.
It'll be fun. It's always fun in the spring.
Yeah, that's always a fun one. It's always a very, very hard one.
Yeah.
Um,
It's where I
yeah,
learned I'm a
last year actually
horrible
wasn't
time
too. Was
trialer.
it last year? It wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think it was the lengths of things were quite reasonable. It was intense,
Mhm.
but yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't the long gaps between races, but there was
yeah.
enough time to sort of get a good recovery in and
Well, I think
change a lot more.
yeah. So the format of the relatively short gap between the races, I think it works better and it helps get more people doing it as
Mhm.
opposed to basically having to block off the entire day.
Yeah.
Um, or the entire weekend.
Uh, yeah, I did it last time for the first time, and I think in between those slots it was like 30, 40 minutes. I just
Yep.
cruise along, just zone one, zone two, just
Yeah. Yep. No, no. So it's because we tried with hours between before, and
The first year was every 4 hours there was a race,
yeah, it
which
was that was nuts. Like, wasn't
Enough
that?
time to do laundry.
Yeah. Weren't there some? Anyway, there was some big climbs in that one, I think, as I recall. Or maybe it wasn't big climbs, but there was that was a challenge. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. So anyway, that's coming up. So just we will get we will make a decision soon and get that out. So boo, boo, boo. I think that's it. Any saved rounds? Yes? No? Okay. So everybody, good luck on all your racing this weekend, be it herd or ECRO or tiny races or whatever floats your boat this weekend. Good luck, have fun, and moo, and good night.